Is there really a way to increase how intelligent you are? People have this idea that if they do something hard over and over again, they're going to increase their intelligence. Which seems reasonable, but if I gave you 10 IQ tests, then you'd do better with each test. And after a while, you'd be great at the IQ test, but if I gave you any other test, you'd still suck at it. So are you really increasing your IQ, or are you just more familiar with the topic you're doing? So the real question is, what is intelligence? To me, it's a measurement of how much time it takes you to get good at a certain task. Recently, I had my final exams in my high school, and these are my scores. This is the average, and altogether, it took me like 30 hours of studying. So am I mega mind or something? No, I'd say I'm pretty dumb, but I am able to do the right things the right way. And that's why I'm able to get results quickly. So how did I do it? First, you need confidence. Yeah, it's weird, I know. It never really crosses my mind that I could struggle with anything. Because if you break it down, every task is simple. So being confident lets me focus on the task at hand without worrying if I'll achieve it. I know I will. The question is, how long is it going to take me? I'm always trying to find the solutions, not the problems, because I'm trying to win, not lose. And that brings me to point number 2. I'm not afraid to ask. If people think I'm dumb because I admit I don't know something, like, cool. You go figure it out, and I'll just ask someone who knows and get the same results you did in 10% of the time. Because you need to understand that your time is worth more than opinions. Because most problems already have a solution. So the question is, do you want to look smart and figure it out in an hour, or do you want to ask someone look dumb for 5 minutes and then have an hour of free time? It's your decision. Step 3. Don't repeat the same task twice. If you keep making the same mistake, people will call you dumb. But if you keep doing the thing you can already do, to me, you're even dumber. When I was preparing for math exams, I'd have a very simple system. Only do hard examples, don't solve the whole thing, only focus on what you don't understand, and don't try to figure it out. Check the solution, try to understand that instead, and then come back to it later to see if you got it. There was no point for me to do multiplication again because I can already do it. And through that logic, I was able to do a lot more of what I actually struggled with in a lot less time. Step number 4. This is really important. Don't try to be perfect. No matter how many times you repeat the same thing, you're going to make a dumb mistake eventually. I've been speaking English every day for almost 15 years. And I still constantly make mistakes, but my language is good enough to where I can focus on something more important. You have to understand that progress is not linear. Your first 3 years at the gym are going to build you more muscle than your next 20. So once your initial growth curve slows down a lot, you can start focusing on the next thing. For me, that thing is YouTube. I'm not waiting until I have my own house, or I have better lighting, or I'm 2 pounds bigger or something. I started now, knowing I'm going to get better with time. The only difference is I'll have significantly more followers and more experience just from the fact I started sooner, because I wasn't waiting to be perfect. And these were the only methods that you can use to increase your perceived intelligence. And because time is your biggest asset, then the smartest person in the room is the one that values his time the most.